amongst the rigged NFL. It was tough. Let's get back into this though. Our defense has given us a shot every week though, man. And it's so this is the third time I'm gonna be watching this film, and I swear it doesn't get easier to watch. But there's something, the positive out of all it. It's like there's always, you can find positives in everything. I'm a firm believer in that. And one thing that I always I'm still hanging my hat on it is that out of the 15 games that we've played this year, we still have yet to see a complete game from our whole team. We don't know what that looks like. And it's crazy because we've been in so many games. We've had so many opportunities where we always are looking to see who we're going to point the blame to. And it's like, can you imagine if we find a way, to put all this together at the right time? Like, there's still time to put this together. And I think it starts with Stefanski. It goes from Stefanski to Baker to the rest of the team. Yeah, if we lose next week, it's over. How do we get Jarvis Landry involved early and then completely abandon him? I don't understand that. These are all questions that need to be answered. These are all questions that need to be freaking answered. Welcome back, Ethan. Welcome back, Ethan. Baker is the struggle. Baker's inconsistent with his confidence right now. I think that's the biggest thing. You see it in the way he throws, because when he's in rhythm and when he's confident, he's as good as can be. Like, an actual fan, I appreciate. Raven fans are toxic. Terrible 2-point conversion right there. Pressure finally on 3rd and 6. Like, look at this. 3 minutes left. Still got an opportunity to go out there. Pocket collapsing. Oh my God. Like, is this? Yeah, he's not making the play there. Even if he is healthy, he's not making the play there. But, like, look at this. Rushing 4, pocket collapsing. And he just is so jittery, scattery. Look at this. And he delivered that. It just looks, Oh, wait, my fault. We're on the wrong screen. You guys are sick. Is Baker truly 100%? No, he's not. Nowhere near 100%. What up, Jay? Baker needs to know how to throw it away. He likes duck and runs backwards. Very, very true. My Christmas was good, Ever. How was yours? Least favorite NFL team? The Steelers. Baker Mayfield with his 3rd interception on the day. He said that this one, I believe, was just, he had Jarvis where he wanted to. He's got to put a better ball on it. So this one he puts on himself, according to his press conference. And this whole Baker coming out saying that, like, it's uncharacteristic of me to make these kind of throws and stuff. I wish he would stop saying that, because it's like, as of late, bro, it's been very characteristic of you to make bad decisions with the ball. So, like, I don't want to keep hearing that it's uncharacteristic of me to make these type of mistakes. Like, just be better. Like, own it. Because right now it is your characteristic. Curry, I appreciate the rose, bro. We need the old Stefanski. We need screens, misdirection, mixing the run with Hunt and Chubb, having Baker throw the easy throw for 5 to 15 yards. We need to stick to our identity, and our identity is running the ball. And it seems like we go down 7, we go down 10. Stefanski acts like we're down 30, and he wants to throw the ball all the time when you've got a quarterback who's not all the way 100%. But my question comes in. My biggest question is, like, with Joe Woods for yesterday. because I don't like to put. I don't think there's a lot of blame to put on Baker at all, or on our defense at all yesterday, because they were the prime reason that we were in the game. Besides Chubb, um, why wasn't Denzel Ward shadowing Devontae Adams? And why wasn't your second best corner and Greedy Williams on him if Denzel Ward wasn't on him? One of the touchdowns that were given up was a rookie was guarding him in the slot. And if I just don't know what Joe Wood's thought process is behind that, except when you have a Pro Bowler that could literally shadow Adams anywhere. So that, if I had any questions for Joe Woods, it would be that. Why didn't you shadow Adams? Like this right here. This is the rookie right here. Number 39. Oh no, that's Stewart. That's Stewart. So this is his second touchdown. He's given up 2 touchdowns. Why? If Alan Lazard is gonna cook Stewart, you think Devontae Adams isn't gonna cook Stewart? Here from TikTok. What up, BJ? I appreciate you. My stream crashed. I hope it doesn't crash again. I appreciate everybody that's vibing for the podcast right now. The film's almost over. I'll start reading the comments here pretty soon. I don't know why I'm watching this again, because this would be the third time. Oh, this was terrible momentum out the gate. But see, this is you know how I said we got to stick to our identity? Our defense has an identity, and I'm fine with it. You know what I know about our defense? I know that they have the potential to get carved up like a damn turkey, right? I know that. But you know what else I know? Once they get carved, they got a bunch of stuff inside there, because they get real gritty. They get real gritty when they need it most. Aaron Rodgers came out of the third quarter and went 90 yards. He didn't go 90 because we only held him to a field goal here. But they got carved out the gate, and then they get real gritty, and they get a stop when they need to. You was asking the same thing. There's no reason for a 4th-string rookie or MJ, no coverage Stewart on Adams the whole game. That's what blows my mind. So what are the Browns' chances of making the playoffs now since the Bengals won? Ravens have to lose to the Chiefs, and then we have to beat the Bengals, and we control our destiny. The Chiefs have to beat the Ravens next week, and then we have to win out, and we'll win the division. Look at this. Not really an athlete. I'm just going to piss down my leg. Moment's too big. I'm just going to whisk my arm again. I'm just going to twirl around like a ballerina, and I'm going to try to dap him up because he just pissed on me. Aaron Jones gets the handoff again. He's just going to spin and twirl like he's the best player in the world. Here we go again. Aaron Rodgers dropping back, finding Adams with your best corner on it. I mean, basically, I'm just your son at this point, like your mama likes it. Aaron Rodgers drops back again, looking, finds Aaron Jones in the flat. Defense, just going to throw my body at him because I'm not really an athlete. Okay, Aaron Dillon, basically just not strong enough. I'm just going to carry the pile, get pushed forward because I'm not a grown man. As you can see, the leg pissed on my leg right there. Aaron Rodgers comes in, steps in again, pocket collapsing. I'm just going to throw it up. Going to make an athlete catch, except the Browns just going to knock it out. Almost got embarrassed. Field goal. I mean, that's pretty much the possession right there. Now Baker comes back, answers. He's going to drop it off the Hooper. Find some rhythm. 3rd and 2. Baker Mayfield converts on a 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to scramble for it. Beautiful execution. Love it. Found that on the Air app. This is where Chubb starts to get real nitty right here. Like, this is when we were at our best right here. This was our best right here. Who do you think will win the first pick in the draft? The Jags won today, right? No, the Jags lost today. It's probably the Jags. MJ gets hate when he isn't on elite talent. He holds on his... No. MJ... See, that's... I'm not mad at MJ. I like MJ Stewart as a player. He reminds me of... he kind of reminds me of, like, a different version of Buster Screen. Great. He gives great effort. Makes good plays. But, like, I just don't want him on Devontae Adams when I got 6'1", 6'2" Greedy Williams, who's known to be a press cover guy, and Denzel Ward, who's a Pro Bowl corner. Like, I want my best players on your best player, not my third, fourth stringer on your number one. That's just my gripe behind it. This is what I don't get. They rush. They rush 4. Look at this. They rush 4. Joe Patonio got cooked. You streaming on Twitch tonight? I may stream on Twitch tonight. MJ's a great tackler, but he can't cover the best guy. Ravens play Rams, not Chiefs. Oh, Rams. Okay, who plays the Chiefs then? Somebody. Oh, the Bengals play the Chiefs. My fault. Thoughts on TJ? TJ Watt? He's a dog. Like, who's guarding Adams on this play? There was not a single cornerback in sight. This is prime Stefanski right here. Why are we not using Schwartz more? This guy, he capitalized on his opportunity every time. This was a non-call. Yeah. It was Browns versus refs yesterday. You know what other play pissed me off? It's coming up, actually. The 4th and 22 play. That was a false offsides that they missed. Baker Mayfield converted on so many third. Look at that. Oh, great throw. Like, when Baker looks like this, this is the Baker that I love. Look at this. No hesitation. Footwork looks good. Steps up, delivers a dart in between 2 defenders on 3rd and 7 to your money player. Look at this. Rushed 4. Can't stop him. Rushing 4, pocket collapsing, can't do anything with it. 3rd and 14, Baker steps up again. Sacked. This hurt. This is 3 points right here. We go sack. Should have been freaking 3 points. Defense steps up again, gives us a chance. But this play right here is also... This play right here, people don't think is a difference maker. Oh, God, this was a ballsy play right here. If this doesn't work out, do you know how much we're ripping Stefanski? We're giving Stefanski hell if this play doesn't work. The 3rd and 10 Dearness Johnson run. Dearness Johnson is special, man. God, the Lambeau leap. I missed the Lambeau leap. I was so turned. False start. They don't call there. But he drops the ball because he's not really an athlete. The Ravens need to lose the next 2 or 3. I think we control our destiny regardless now. The Ravens lost the one that they needed to lose. Chubb eating more. This play, wait, is this the 4th and 22? It's after this play, right? Oh, no, that was the interception. They didn't show the 4th and 22. There was a missed call on 4th and 22 where they called the false start on us, but it was really offsides. Any team fan base claimed... What? It's about finishing the game when it's 24-22. Yeah, I get that, but when you miss a blatant call that's literally with the game on the line, you can't sit here and say that. I mean, you can't sit here and not say we don't have a case for the refs. Like, look at that. That's a clear pass interference. Literally a clear pass interference. So we need the Bengals to lose. Yeah, to the Chiefs, right? I thought they only needed to lose 1 game because we would hold the tiebreaker, but I must be wrong. Okay, I'm done with this film. So let's get into some comments. So who do you guys have to blame? Baker with the 4 interceptions, Stefanski with the play calling, or defense? I'm gonna go refs. Yeah, Baker threw 4 interceptions. Okay, blah 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 blah. If DPJ doesn't get held on that play, we are talking about a Cleveland Browns victory. You can't convince me otherwise. There was an offensive push off as well as a defensive call. It was a good no call. You're drunk. It was a terrible no call. You're in the minority. You got to be a Ravens fan or something. There's no way you think that was a good no call. The refs, the ball, run the ball more, you win the game. Baker versus Browns, Nick Chubb to blame, Stefanski. Okay, so it's a little bit everywhere. Baker, Stefanski, refs. Chubb got the ball 5 times in the first half. Yes, 2 of the picks were missed calls. I agree. I agree. Um, Stefanski. Stefanski seats getting hotter and hotter by the week. And now we're becoming in another sticky situation that I hate because it's like, what exactly do we do with our offense? I don't think it's in our best interest to fire Stefanski. I still think he has stuff to offer as a coach. But Andrew Berry can't sit in his office and feel confident um with our offense when that was supposed to be the thing that we held our hat on this year. So I almost want to just know what Stefanski's thought process is, if he's gonna have a conversation with, like, is it at least gonna be a conversation? Like, are they gonna consider it? Because if they sit here and say that there's nothing wrong with the offense, and all it is just execution, I can't buy that. I cannot buy that. So that's one of the answers that I'm gonna be looking for this offseason, is like, what do we do with this offense? Browns versus Bengals for the AFC North Championship, man, that would be crazy, bro. Do you think Van Pelt should call the plays? Also, what are your thoughts on Joe Woods? I don't see. I would love to see Van Pelt call the plays, but you start to get into like sticky waters when you relinquish duties. It's like, okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this conversation has to be had. So, like, once you throw the Kevin Stefanski play calling card out, that's one step closer to firing him. And Joe Woods, I think he's had questionable stuff, but I don't think our defense is to blame, and I think he's gonna be the scapegoat. And I don't really know if that's, like, I mean, you bring in another guy, and then our defense, like, I just feel like he's a scapegoat. Give us Russell and have Baker Mayfield as our backup. It's not gonna happen though. Baker Mayfield's not gonna be a backup here. He's either gonna be our starter or he's not gonna be on our team. We can't fire the coach. We haven't found a good coach in so long. Yeah, I'm not with it though. Trade Baker, Jarvis, and second rounder for Watson and Cook. Yeah, if you think that's enough, you're crazy. You're crazy if you think that's enough. See, it was the refs too, but it was also Stefanski because he could have challenged the play. He could have challenged what play? He couldn't have challenged the play. It was under 2 minutes when that interception happened. So he couldn't. The challenge is out of his book. Draft a rookie. I don't want to waste a second or third round pick on a quarterback though, when it's not even a great quarterback draft to begin with. Realistically, what quarterback would I want? So my quarterback ranking list goes Aaron Rodgers, um, what Russell Wilson, um, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, no, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Matt Ryan. That's how my list goes. You can't challenge a penalty. You can challenge a pass interference call. I'm pretty sure, but under 2 minutes, you can't challenge anything. Derek Carr and Watson are realistic. I mean, money talks, picks talk. Like, someone said that, I don't remember who said it, but someone was like, Aaron Rodgers is gonna. What if Aaron Rodgers does something that the league has never seen before, and that's win a Super Bowl with someone, and then go to another team and win a Super Bowl? Like, if Aaron Rodgers still ain't like just because Aaron Rodgers is winning don't mean that he's so happy in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is just that guy. See, Aaron Rodgers is 38 though. He's only got 3 years left in him, but that's as big as our window is anyway. See, here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers. It's like you get Aaron Rodgers, you get to maximize every year that you have left with this window of opportunity, right? So yeah, you only getting 3 or 4 years of Aaron Rodgers, but those 3 to 4 years you are guaranteed, like you are almost like you are literally AFC Championship minimum type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I get where people are saying like, oh, that's why I don't want to go Stefanski, but at the same time, it's like, bro, or Stefanski, I don't want to go Rodgers, but it's like you can't tell me you wouldn't go Aaron Rodgers with this team. Imagine. See, the thing with Deshaun Watson too, it's like I don't want to give up all that capital, and then Deshaun Watson still has to battle legal allegations. Because what good is it we trade for all that stuff and then Deshaun Watson's out for a whole year or something like that? What if Baker gets healthy and proves he's a franchise? See, here's the thing with Baker. Baker has backed himself into this wall where the only way he can be our future is if he takes a drastic pay cut, right? So like there's still a future where Baker Mayfield could be our guy, but he not gonna like it. He not gonna like it. You're going to Browns versus Steelers this week? Ooh, have fun. No way Aaron Rodgers can win a Super Bowl with only 9 toes. Here. Do you think Dak Prescott's ankle is made of steel? What? Who is this guy? Freaking Hancock? Whatever the name is. Stop thinking Mayfield is good. Mayfield is good at... Mayfield's not terrible. Mayfield is not terrible. Look, see, we got this... I was explaining to the people yesterday, Mayfield was put in the wrong era. He was in the wrong era for the Cleveland Browns. If we didn't have this team, if we didn't have a Myles Garrett, if we didn't have a Denzel Ward or a Nick Chubb or any of that, we would be like no doubt in my mind, or Baker Mayfield will be our quarterback for a decade. No doubt in my mind. But with all of the Kyler Murrays of the world, Justin Herberts of the world, Joe Burrows of the world, etc., etc., and then he put on top that he's a first round pick, and put on top that he's looked below average, battling injuries, mixed with the fact that we can't score over 17 points, mixed with all of this stuff. The microscope is like this on this guy, and everything he does wrong, we just, he's in a bad spot. He's in a bad spot. Like I said, if you put him in that 06, 07 team, 07, 08 team with Braylon, Kellen, the mediocre running backs that we had and all that, man, he'd be our quarterback. He would have been our quarterback all the way up until 2017. I have no doubt in my mind about that. What up, Cleveland? We should have took Josh Allen from the draft. You think Mel Kiper at home on a victory lap? You think Mel Kiper's on a victory lap with that crazy take he took? He came out and put his stamp on Josh Allen a long time ago, and we all looked at him like he was crazy. Lifelong Browns fan, I think if we can get Watson, we should move on. 100%, 100%. Do you think we need a receiver? I guess we got to talk receivers now, huh? Do we need another receiver? It's funny because we had a guy. There's this guy in Los Angeles right now who has like 4 or 5 touchdowns in a span of 4 weeks. I think his name's Odell Beckham. Um, every time that I see a highlight of this man scoring a touchdown, it makes me want to throw up in my mouth because Why did they make it look so easy over there? Darren, I appreciate you, bro. Like, honestly, you mean to tell me we couldn't find a way? I mean, we no, yeah, I guess you could tell me because we can't find way to get Jarvis more than 4 catches. We can't find a way to get Chubb 20 plus carries. We can't find a way to let DPJ flourish. So now we got DPJ trying to be our number one, and all of his stuff is being highlighted now. Oh, DPJ drops a couple passes. DPJ's trash. This and that. It's like shut up. No, he's not. No, he's not. The Brown the Browns execution is just terrible. And then you see what what McVay and Stafford is doing over there with Odell, and it's like now you realize the value that he brought. It made DPJ have those opportunities to go deep. Those deep balls, like the interception that he threw to DPJ where it was double coverage and he overthrew him. Um, that used to be single coverage because you had Odell on the other side running a double route or running underneath or doing something different, and that safety had to be drawn off. Like, I don't even want to talk about Odell, but it's like that is another, like that's just another fuel to the fire when it's like, what is wrong with our team, bro? How do we not put stuff together when we need to, right? I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's frustrating, bro. It honestly is frustrating. Um, Kevin finally had some progression. Why was he working on add-ons? Yeah, we talked about that. Why was World trying to add-on? We talked about that. Is Baker's time in Cleveland about done? We talked about that. We need to have for the Bakers. We talked about that. We can go around the NFL real quick. Let's see. Joe Burrow, man, that guy. I am a fan. Dallas is wiping the floor. Oh my God. Dak Prescott, 27 of 35, 329 yards, 4 touchdowns in the first half. They put up 21 in the first quarter and 21 in the second quarter. Ezekiel Elliott has 6 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Amari Cooper, 7 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Dalton Schultz with 7 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Michael Gallup has a big 40-yard chunk reception. Oh my God. Talk about an embarrassment. The Titans knocked off the San Francisco 49ers in a good game. And the Titans are gonna make some noise as soon as hold on, wait. OBJ was a problem here. We were a run first team, and hold up. Rams are a run West Coast offense. We don't have a Stafford, so cut that. Look, no. Jay, let me tell you, OBJ was not a problem here, bro. The same problems that we had when he was here, we're still having now. The only difference is you think Jarvis don't feel the same way that Odell felt. You can see it in his body language. Everyone is starting to get fed up with it. It's our offense that's a problem. Odell wasn't a problem, but that's something we're gonna be off to that for now. Because we're going around the NFL right now, and like I said, Titans football isn't a guarantee. So he wanted guaranteed touches, and we can't do that. He dropped passes. When did he ever say he wants guaranteed touches? I don't think that ever was a report. That's a speculation. um, when the Titans get Derrick Henry back, AFC better grab their blankets. They better grab their blankets because it's gonna be a long day for defenses. If they're finding ways to pull it out now, if they're finding ways to get it done now, imagine what they're gonna do when he's back. Um, Indianapolis knocks off the fraud Cardinals. Are the Cardinals a fraud? Started out the year so hot, and now they just continue to lose games. Kyler Murray went 27 to 43 for 243 yards and a touchdown. Four carries for 74 yards. That's pretty much all that's really. Zach Ertz, 8 catches for 54 yards. He looks pretty good. Mr. Elmore on something. Yeah, he's off that brisket. Will Steelers make it? Absolutely not. The problem is that Stefanski can't draw up pass plays that get our most talented players the ball. I agree with that. Are Ravens making the playoffs? No. Stefanski is the problem? Maybe. Detroit Lions. Let me tell y'all about my parlay today. So I did a 16 parlay, and and the Chargers chalked that by not covering and not even winning. So I threw a live bet down because I thought the Chargers were still going to win. And I took the Lions in this live bet. And as I'm sitting there watching it, I'm like, oh my God, the Lions are going to pull this off. The Lions are going to pull this off. And then guess what happens? The Lions is the Lions. And they throw an interception, crushing any dream that would have happened. But the Chargers crushed it anyway because they threw a pick six and they're trash. So the Chargers are fraud too. I don't care what anybody says. Forget them. Justin Herbert's still good, but yeah, whatever. Colts defense scares me. Colts as a whole, they're that team that like they don't really have those. They have Jonathan Taylor, obviously, but like I don't know why I just got upset. But why aren't we emulating what the Colts are doing? Why are we emulating what they're doing? Why are we the only team that has a great quarterback or that has a great running back and just can't find a way to give him touches? How come Jonathan Taylor can go 27 carries for a buck 1,902? Derrick Henry can get 39 touches. Christian McCaffrey gets 30 touches. Dalvin Cook gets 29 touches. But yet we can only find Nick Chubb 15 touches. 16 touches. Why? The Colts O-line is unreal. We have a top 5 O-line in the league. We can't feed him the ball. Fellow Browns fan checking in. I'm ready for Wilson. Watson or Carr, I feel you, bro. All lines give a third. Gives up on third and fourth down. I mean, our third and fourth down isn't the best. I agree with you. Stefanski doesn't feed the studs, and that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That is the problem. Yes, there was there a problem maybe a little bit with Odell? Yeah, you can find one. Is there a problem with Baker? Yeah, we all see what it is. But it's our offense as a whole, and that is coaching, bruh. He's got to be the one to put this together. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. Tampa Bay knocks off Carolina Panthers. Brady is aging like fine wine. The man goes for a carry, 11 yards. This guy is unstoppable on the ground. Cincinnati Bengals taking care of business every day. 525 yards, 4 touchdowns. How is it John Harbaugh, if the Ravens would have won the division, or if they win the division or whatever, John Harbaugh's coach of the year. I don't care what anybody says. How do you? They're on their 11th quarterback. It seems like, and they still find a way for this man to go 28 of 40 for 304 yards and 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield has gone over 300 yards maybe 4 times in his career. And this guy comes in and steps in and goes for 304 off the street. Where would you rank Baker out of all starting quarterbacks? Where would you rank Baker out of all starting quarterbacks? He's probably at the bottom somewhere. Do you think the Browns have a shot to win the North? Yes. Right now, Burrow's top 10 quarterback. I agree with that. I think Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in our division. A great coach is able to put up points without a God squad. Look at what the Lions do with Swift. He's a priority for every play. That's why it's frustrating to watch other teams play, especially teams like, anyone really. You can point to a lot of teams and you can just see like it's just weird. It's like, how are we not capitalizing with what we have, man? It's just so frustrating, bro. No cat Ravens on top. Trubisky or Baker? Baker. You'd say 18. I could probably name 18 better quarterbacks. I think this year Baker Mayfield, like last year, I could make a case for Baker being top 15. top 20 or top 15. But this year, there's no argument. I mean, he's closer to the bottom. Burrow better than Lamar. What's up, baby? Hey man, if y'all ain't following my man, y'all better go drop a follow on the best sports. Hey, my man's been switching it up too. That boy getting real active on the camera. Where would you rank Brentwood out of all the golf courses you played, bruh? Go get my clubs, dude. Go get my freaking clubs. You seen that? Hey, I see it, man. I see. I thought you was gonna bust a move, man. I thought you was gonna bust one. Huntley better than Baker. I'm not gonna go that far yet, bro. I want we hooping to respond back to you, bro. He ain't gonna respond. He don't want that. Could you imagine the content? Could you imagine that beef on TikTok? How great that would be. Don't make me get sturdy, bro. I'm like, he's about to bust a move. When you made that one video, I'm like, he's about to bust a move. And then you fucking swipe the camera away. I'm like, oh, L, bro. L. Can we get some GGs in the chat? Love to see it. This guy lose stupid. Y'all need a quarterback. Yeah, Stefanski tries to match opponents instead of sticking to our three tight end, which works. Stefanski's got a lot of grills. He's got a lot of beef to grill up, man. He's got to figure something out. Did you get mad at bro? I'm thinking about cracking and getting it on the old gen. What do you think the Browns need to do to succeed? Just QB. I think I feel like that's the easy answer. Like obviously we need better quarterback play, but I'm going to stand behind we need better. You know when the coach always says, "I've got to put my players in the best position to win." We need better execution in that area because Stefanski can come out and say that every day, every week out in the press conference, but the tape don't lie, the eye test don't lie. He has yet to put our team in the position to go out there and win. And he's not the one calling the defensive plays. He's not the one out there. The defense is literally the only reason why we're in these games. And I feel like it's just easy to be like, yo, yeah, we plug in a new quarterback. Like, yeah, obviously we plug in a Deshaun Watson. We're talking Super Bowl. But, like, we should be able to figure it out with this guy here. Baker Mayfield is more than capable, more than serviceable enough to be a playoff quarterback, to be a quarterback in the AFC North. He's damn sure tough enough. And we've seen Baker be not elite, but we've seen Baker be great. So I just feel like there's more to it than just, like you can go a lot of different directions. And I just don't like to take the easy way out and saying, yeah, plug in a new quarterback because Stefanski should be good enough to figure it out with Baker. It's easy for Steelers to be like new QB, new O-line, and it's fixed, but it's not that simple. Bro, this is why I hate this. Like, I think I said this yesterday. I either said this yesterday or the day before yesterday. It pains me to say what I'm about to say right now, but the Steelers have arguably one of the greatest organizations ever. There's obviously the Patriots that are probably a step ahead of them. They're probably the closest one. But you can't deny how great of an organization the Steelers are and how great of a coach Mike Tomlin is, because there's no way in hell you guys should be 7-6-1. There's no way. And that has all to do with coaching. And that's why I'm a firm believer that Stefanski is the main reason why we are the way that we are, because you look around the NFL, John Harbaugh hasn't backed down. John Harbaugh hasn't gone away from his playbook and got conservative in areas. He's when Huntley came in, they ran the same exact offense, bro. They ran the same exact offense. Nothing changed. Josh Johnson comes in, they still throw the ball 40 times. It's like these coaches that are great coaches, continue to prove why they're great coaches. And Stefanski's got a big hurdle to hurdle if he wants to be considered one of those great coaches. Do you think we have a chance to win next game? I do. Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Derrick Henry better Baker at quarterback. What does that make sense? Offensive defensive coordinators got to go. Steelers had a shit year. I mean, I don't think this is I always like to look for positives and stuff. Like earlier in the stream, I talked about how the positives that comes from us looking trash, or the positives from what we can take from the Browns. We haven't put it all together, and the positive that can come from this season, right? If we stick with Joe Woods and we stick with Kevin Stefanski and we do run it back with Baker one more year, if we can get through this year somehow with our heads held high, if we can if we can somehow win the division and get to the playoffs, do you know how valuable this season will be going forward? Like the continuity, the 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 trust, the this could dictate the Cleveland Browns organizations for years to come if they can find a way. Ooh, I appreciate you, Ward. I appreciate you, baby. If they can find a way to get through this season, because they can go back to this and be like, look at where we came from, look at what we were, look at what we can be. If we can figure out a way to win the division, looking as terrible as we did this year, and we can come back out next year, I mean, it could be a very very good thing. Here's the thing: Browns got to win now with their good D and top real line. Exactly. They only got. That's what I'm saying. Like people are scared of Aaron Rodgers because they say, "Well, we only got about 3 or 4 years of A-Rod," and it's like, realistically, that's about how big our window is to get a Super Bowl. About 3 years with the team that we have. So I would love to capitalize on that with Aaron Rodgers. Garrett Wilson, everyone, that's the receiver, right? Was that the dude who made that crazy catch on the sideline? Because that was one of the craziest catches I've seen. Deshaun isn't getting you past KC. You got to be a troll. You guys need Baker to play at least a top 12, and have better coaching. Baker could be, yeah, exactly. Baker could be top 12, top 15, and we could still win a Super Bowl with him. A troll, yeah. Okay, you are a troll. That's what I figured. Yeah, Wilson. So I don't know. The Browns are allergic to Ohio State players for some reason. Um, I don't really know why, but like they're allergic to them. Who would your ideal quarterback be? Like for some reason, like obviously I like to entertain the Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson stuff. I'm telling you now, if you put Derek Carr on this team, he'd be really good. Jimmy G got to the Super Bowl, so can Baker. He's really, bro. That's what people don't realize. It's like that's why I like talking to people who actually understand football. Like, yeah, I do my fair share of trolling, but I know football, right? I mess with football. Like, we can have a serious conversation about stuff. What people don't realize, it's like people think you need Patrick Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. Like people think you need those quarterbacks to go out there and win a Super Bowl. Bro, Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Nick Foles threw for 300 plus yards. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Like there if you can you just have to you just have to have all the right pieces, have to have all the right executions. Like right, exactly. Nick Foles is so average. He's below average. That's what I'm saying. It's like once every 10 years. Yeah, once every 10 years, but it's not even the once every 10-year thing. Obviously, you got a better chance to win a Super Bowl with a top 5, top 7 quarterback, but those don't grow on trees, okay? People are crazy. Like it's so bad with Baker right now. Joe Flacco, exactly. Thank you. I forgot about Joe Flacco. Um People think that you have to have that eliteness and you don't. It's like if we had rookie Baker or even Baker from last year can win you a Super Bowl. And I believe that. Baker this year, him quoting, it's uncharacteristic of me to not turn the ball over. Like, before, it was not that characteristic. Like, for the most part, Baker protected the ball pretty well as far as not throwing interceptions and stuff like that. If Baker doesn't turn the ball over, I mean, that's pretty much all we are asking out of him. Don't turn the ball over. Because we know we know Baker's not gonna put the team on his back and go get us a win. You know? Honest thoughts on the Panthers, rebuild. Thoughts on the Patriots and the playoffs this year. In Belichick you trust, baby. I mean, in Belichick you trust. Unless your name's Denzel Ward. Imagine saying 7-6-1 shit. Right though, exactly. Um Stefanski should kick Chase. No. Hey, I cannot believe that. Could you imagine that last kick? Do you think that kicker makes the kick if we don't throw that interception? How you feeling for the next week's games? I'm ready, bro. I'm ready, man. Can you explain how we make the playoffs? So we're Chiefs fans now. The Bengals took care of their business, beating the Ravens. We have to win out, and I think the Chiefs need to beat, or not the Chiefs. The Rams need to beat. Yeah, the Chiefs need to win, right? Let me look at the schedule. Who do the Bengals play? The Bengals play the Chiefs, right? Yeah. They play the Chiefs next week. So we need the Chiefs to beat the Bengals. And then the Ravens, I think, need to lose to the Rams. Then we trade Derek Carr for Baker in a first rounder. I don't know if I want to give up a first rounder, though. And again, I mean, I guess our first round isn't that great. Bro, I use one of those suction things to get the blackhead off my nose. I look like fucking Rudolph, guys. uh, I'd ignore me too if I was as clueless as you, bro. You're stupid, Jay Perry. I don't have to entertain you at all. You're lucky I'm even acknowledging your dumbass comments. So be happy that I'm acknowledging your dumb comments. I was gonna ask, but I'm glad you said. Chill, bro. Chill. I'm out here looking like Rudolph, man. I'm out here looking like Rudolph. Would you let Baker walk, then get Carr and trade Carr for Baker back? What? That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Bengals taking the divisions. Bengals are not taking the division, bro. Y'all gonna lose to us at the end of the year. If there's one team we own, it's Baker. I mean, if there's one team we own, it's Baker. If there's one team we own, it's the Bengals. You love finally be able to agree with the Browns fan. I appreciate you, bro. Trading Price for Watson, huh? You can totally see Baker being a Houston Texan as he's from Texas, bro. Here's the thing: if Baker Mayfield can go somewhere else and regalvanize his career too, and that's what I'm scared. That's what I'm scared of. As a Browns fan, could you imagine Baker Mayfield going somewhere else and looking exactly like we thought he could be? Could you imagine that? This guy's a Kansas City fan through and through, huh? Don't you guys got Jackson Mahomes on the sideline doing something crazy right now? Go worry about that. Looking back at the game, the Browns should be, bro. Looking back, see, here's where I say Baker Mayfield's salary is capped and all this stuff, right? Kansas City had an opportunity to go down and win the game. Chargers had an opportunity to go down there and win the game. Pittsburgh had an opportunity to go down and win the game. Baltimore had an opportunity to go down and win the game. Well, he didn't. He was injured that game, or he had COVID that game. No, he was in that game. He was in that game. He was in that game. My bad. He was in that game. But he had an opportunity to go down and win the game. Raiders. COVID. We still had an opportunity to go win it. And now yesterday the Packers. So many opportunities to go down and win, and he could not do it. Drew Brees left Chargers in the Hall of Fame. Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm scared. It's like Baker is literally, it's like I feel like if he can figure out his mental psyche right now, he'll be fine. But we just don't have time to be waiting, man. We don't have time. The clock is ticking, bro. The window is closing. And I love Baker, man. I just, we may have to move on. We may have to move on. We all know what's gonna happen if Baker walks. Man, we all know, bro. We all know. Who do you think Browns will play in the playoffs if they make it? Let's look at the playoff standings, actually. Well, they would win the division, so they wouldn't be in the wild card spot. Would that make? I wonder what that would. How that? Hold on. So. Oh wow. So wait, um the Chargers, the Ravens went up to, they moved up a spot. They were actually outside looking in, but with the Chargers and with the Chargers losing, that bumped them up. The Dolphins will have a four. Okay, so the Baltimore Ravens, the Ravens lost their big division game at the Bengals, but still gained in the race for their final AFC wildcard spot, with the Chargers losing and the Raiders winning. They beat the Chargers in Week 6, but lost to the Raiders in Week 1. They have their last spot because of their superior record in common games, given they're 3-1 in the AFC West. Nothing's easy on their slate as they try to stay there. The Dolphins. So I believe we would probably be the 7th seed, or not the set. Yeah, the 7th seed, or or would we be the 3rd? We can't be ahead of people with better records, right? If you look at the comparison with the first round reason Baker Mayfield, Breeze was short, highly accurate. So was Baker. Breeze looked worse in his sophomore year. So did Baker. Yeah, you could definitely compare. It would be the 4th seed. Okay, that's what I thought. It would have to be one of the higher seeds because the other ones would be wild card spots. Okay, so we would probably pay Kansas City. No, they have a bye. We would play the Colts if it ended to. Honestly, this is the worst. I don't know who did I just Sporting News, bro. Your playoff picture is terrible. I just had a stroke trying to figure it out. We'd probably play the Colts. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Colts in the first round. I wouldn't mind seeing the Colts in the first round. We calling Derek Anderson, bro. Chill, chill. We're not calling no Derek Anderson. Trade for Josh Gordon. Just get all the old Browns back up in here. Franchise tag Baker. See, here's the thing with franchising Baker. If you franchise Baker, you're paying him 35 plus million. Much love to you, Maxon. Trade for Andy Dalton. Please stop. All this talk to get blown out by KC. I don't think we would get blown out. Here's the that's what I'm saying. Like, we have not played our best game yet. We still have yet to play our best game. You pay him his rookie deal salary? No. When you franchise tag somebody, they get the average of the top 5 quarterbacks. So whatever the average of the top 5 quarterbacks are, that's what he would get on a franchise tag. So it would be somewhere closer to the $40 million range for 1 year. But franchising is obviously still a possibility. Any team could really win the AFC in the playoffs. Facts, bro. That is facts, man. This it's gonna be a really, really fun playoffs, man. It's gonna be a really, really fun playoffs. You think possibly Baker Mayfield for Mac Jones? It's funny you say that. The only reason why that would never happen, but it's funny that you say that because the Patriots did like Baker Mayfield when he was coming out. You're tired of defending him. He's our best quarterback we've had in a long time, but he's not. I mean, that's why it's hard as us Browns fans. We know what Baker has done for us, man. We know. Give Baker one more year, and if we don't get to the playoffs with the team around us, we let him go. See, here's the only thing that I hate with that. It's like, bro, I don't want to waste one more year with speculation. Like, I don't want to waste one more year with hope. I want to go in to the next year. It's like the only reason I'm gonna be content with that is if I know 100% they did their due diligence and we just couldn't get someone to come here. But I don't want to go into the next season like, oh, is Baker like? It's hard. I don't know, man. Next year is gonna be just as hard as this year, low key, if we go in with Baker, because we're not gonna know. At least the Cavs are good. Yeah, we're gonna be switching our content. We're gonna be transitioning our content once the season's over, and we're gonna start talking some Cavs too. So that should be cool. Nick Mullins was better than Baker, and I'm a Browns fan. Mullins did look good, but you guys are crazy if you think Mullins is the answer. Trade for Cam Newton? Yeah, okay, buddy. Who do you want as a quarterback next year? Aaron Rodgers? Baker's gonna be coming off surgery. He won't be able to work on his mechanics and footwork. He'll be able to work on footwork. I had labrum surgery right here. See those scars right there? I had the exact surgery that he's gonna have. Um, it's like a 6 month rehab just for the beginning, and then he has to go through strength and training and stuff like that. But that won't hinder you from working on footwork and stuff like that. Would you want Russell Wilson? Yeah, I'd take Russell Wilson. Exactly. Mullins did his job. Trade for Trey Lance. I think they're probably gonna rock with Trey Lance eventually. They're probably gonna move on from Jimmy, even though he is balling. But then again, maybe not. Maybe they keep him on the bench for one more year. Rehab might not be as long for NFL players. Yeah, that my thought process behind that too. That's what I'm saying. Like usually it's like a 4 to 6. It's a 4 to 6 week in the sling, and then you got to rehab, and then you go through strength after after original rehab. Would I take Trubisky? No. We'd be better off keeping Baker. The last pick of the Green Bay game was an extreme penalty. Facts. You a Cavs fan too? Hell yeah, I'm a Cavs fan, baby. You see it? This right there? That right there? That's probably. Wait, where? How do I get over there? That right. That that right there. That towel's from 2006. That's probably older than some of y'all. Hey, this rebuild been a minute, but we rolling, bro. I went to a Cavs game a couple weeks ago, and they looked unbelievable. All right, hey YouTube, I'm gonna end this, okay? Because we're about to wind down. I'm just gonna finish up talking on TikTok. I appreciate y'all kicking it on the YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? Because we are closing in on 1,000 subs, and we're gonna do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. We're gonna try to get this YouTube content flowing for 2022. So make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm about to put a lot of effort into that into YouTube. But we gonna take off on it. So I appreciate you guys kicking it on the YouTube channel.